and you could cheat. Would the computer even realize it? So anyway, Robert Willis went to this talk. He did not believe it at all. And he went back home and started working on this manuscript where he wrote about how it had to be a hoax. And you can actually dig this up. It has some interesting little tidbits about how the size of the box, also the setting, how they display the box, why would they show you the internals, the mechanics if it was so amazing and secret, that sort of thing. But he also made some claims. He said that there were three kinds of automata in that day. There were the kind that were completely independent, so those could do something independently. Kind of, there would be little wind-up toys and that sort of thing. There were kinds that could communicate with a human, so a human would make it do things. It wouldn't communicate back, but a human would control it. And then there were kinds that were completely set up in advance by a human and would follow certain patterns. And in the end, he decides it must be one of the latter two, because he just can't believe that intelligence could ever be mechanized. At some of these public games, there was another attendee, and that was Charles Babbage, and that's the guy on the left over there. And he saw this, and he went home, and he thought, wow, I bet I could do that. And he saw it when he was fairly young. It was much later in his life when he actually started writing out the ways to do that. And what he first did is he first looked at how big of a space is chess. How many things would I have to model in the game? How many possible moves are there? And if I look at how many moves I take versus how many moves my opponent takes and so forth, how quickly does that blow up into lots of possibilities? And he quickly ascertained that there's no way he could build a machine to play chess. But he thought maybe he could do it with tic-tac-toe. And so this is an excerpt from his journals, actually, where he's playing with the idea of how a machine could play tic-tac-toe, how it would reason through the game. And he struggles a bit. He struggles a bit with the recursion, but he actually writes out an algorithm to do that. And also he has these little, right in the text, there's these little boards, and anyone who's ever taken a beginning or introductory computer science class has probably tried this. You make a tic-tac-toe player, and you print it out in ASCII. So he was looking at how you could actually get a machine to play a game like that. He never succeeded. He actually never succeeded in building anything he proposed. I think he was probably a software guy. But he inspired a lot of people. And Ada Lovelace, who was his co-researcher, they were collaborators on things, she's often referred to as the first programmer. She also would talk to him about what can a machine do, what can a machine do. And she's often quoted for this, that a machine can't originate anything, kind of taking the position that she was saying that you could not have artificial intelligence. And I think that's actually a little unfair to her, because in some other writings she talks about a machine generating music. So it's this thing where they had just this was the first time they even talked about a computer. And at that point in